friends, in this video we are going to discuss linked list. Linked list is widely used in different programs as a data structure. Let us try to understand linked list. There are 5 points those we are going to discuss in this video. Number 1, definition of linked list. Number 2, what is structure of node, because every linked list is made up of nodes. Number 3, what is actual linked list, how it is created. Number 4, what are the types of linked list. And number 5, how linked list is used as data structure. Let us try to understand one by one. Let us start with definition of linked list. A linked list is a linear data structure in which the elements are stored in non-contiguous memory locations, and each element is linked with the help of pointer. Let us try to understand this. In array, we are storing all elements in a sequential, in a continuous memory slots. In real life, it is not possible to get that much number of slots available to store the data. And it is not necessary that we are going to store entire data at a time. So we need to store data at different locations of memory, and then we need to link them. Here we can use linked list. In linked list, all data's values are stored at different location, and then by using a pointer, each value is linked with each other. Let us try to understand this better with the help of node. Now, what is node? It is actual location in which data value is stored. Every node is divided in 2 parts. First part is actual data that it stores, and second part is a pointer, a link to a next node, a link to another node. In diagram here you can see the first part is actually storing the data, and in the second part where link we are writing, there is a pointer to another link, another node. Let us try to understand with the help of example. We are having 3 different values, 10, 20 and 30. Now in node number 1, value 10 is stored in a data part, and on node number 2, value 20 is stored. First node gives address of next node, second node, in which 20 is stored, and second node gives address of third node where we are storing 30 value. Now you can see the last node in which link does not contain any value. It's a null, and therefore we can say it is a last element in linked list. Last node always contains null, no link for further node. Now according to the link, now one node can give a link to another node, or it is possible to have multiple links. We can have only one data value, but we can have multiple data links. And according to the links, there are different types of linked list. Now here you can observe, from first node we can reach to the second node. From second node we can reach to the third node. But from third node, can we reach to the second node? Answer is no, because third node doesn't contain any link. And therefore there are different types of linked list. Let us try to understand these types of linked list. Type number 1. It's a simple linked list that already we have seen in last example, in which every node contains a link to the next node only, and last node contains null value. Let us try to understand other types. There are double linked list, circular linked list, double circular linked list, and advanced linked list, or it is also known as a multi-linked list. Let us try to understand what is double linked list. In double linked list, every node contains 2 different links. One link is for next node, and another link is for previous node. That means in double linked list, you can read the nodes in forward direction as well as you can read them in backward direction. From one node you can move to the next node, or from one node you can move to the previous node. The last node of double linked list contains null in next node. Okay, but the first node of double linked list contains null in the previous node because there is no previous node. What is benefit of double linked list? You can read data in forward direction as well as you can read data in reverse direction. Third type of linked list is circular linked list. A circular linked list can continuously read the data. So circular linked list, one node contains address of next node, second node contains address of third node, and so on. But when you are reaching to the last node will give link of first node in linked list. And that means the reading process will not stop. Continuously reading will go on. Let us go for the type number 4. Double circular linked list. That means the linked list, every node contains next node and previous node. But at the same time, it is a circular. That means last node contains link to the first node and first node contains link to the last node. Reading is possible in forward as well as backward direction, but it is non-ending process because it is a circular linked list. Let us try to understand concept of records. In record, we are having multiple values. First value, then second value, then third value, and then fourth value. So when we are reading one record, we are reading one value, then second value, then third value of that record. But last value of that record contains address of next record, first value of next record. That is by using simple linked list. But if we want to move directly 10 records ahead, or if I want to from first record, I want to directly move to the second record, then we need to have multiple next links. And here we are using type number 5, advanced linked list or multi-linked list. Now this is a linked list in which every node contains multiple links. Next link, previous link, as well as a link after 5 nodes or link after 10 nodes, depends upon the size of your record, or directly link to the last node of linked list. So there are too many different subtypes we can create in multiple linked list, and number of links can be changed. As we are increasing number of links, traversal becomes easy. That means reading of linked list becomes easy. We can directly jump from one node to any other node. But writing algorithms for such a linked list becomes very difficult. So these are different 5 types: simple linked list, double linked list, circular linked list, simple, circular and double linked list, and finally advanced linked list. Let us try to understand how linked list can be used as a data structure. When we are calling something as a data structure, we have to provide 2 things. Number 1, properties of data structure and operations possible on data structure. Now, what are the properties of linked list that already we have defined? The linked list stores values in non-continuous memory slots. Every slot itself is a node. Node contains links to other nodes. Now these are the properties. According to number of links, we can have different types of linked list, but the nature will remain same. Every linked list will have nodes. Nodes will have 2 parts: actual data and links. Now what are the possible operations on linked list? Actually there are 3 main operations. Number 1, linked list traversal. It includes reading, accessing data from linked list, reaching from one node to another node. Number 2, inserting a new node in linked list. Now again this can be divided in 3 sub operations: inserting a new node at the beginning of linked list, or inserting a new node at the end of linked list, or inserting a new node intermediate in between other 2 nodes. Third operation is deleting node from linked list. Again we can divide this deletion operation in 3 different parts: deleting node at the beginning of linked list, deleting node at the end of linked list, or deleting a particular node from the linked list. Now as far as writing algorithm for these operations is concerned, it depends upon which type of linked list we are using. Algorithm varies according to types of linked list, and therefore first we have to decide which is the type of linked list, and accordingly we have to provide algorithms for these 3 operations. I hope this video is helpful to understand concept of linked list in detail. If you like this video, please subscribe the video, like the video, so that I can provide multiple videos to you. Thanks for watching.